Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the road safety audit. Okay, so first of all, I'm informing you guys. So basically, this question is really easy, guys. Please don't get scared with the flow diagrams and all those things. I'll be explaining you in detail, guys. Okay, so you can remember them. If you read them once, you can remember at least 50% of those things, guys. If you read it twice or thrice, you can just remember everything, because everything is commonly you can remember, as it is really easy to understand, guys. Okay, yes. So first of all, what is this road safety audit? Okay, so from the name, what you are observing, road safety audit. So audit is nothing but some meeting or some kind of checking, right? Yes. So that checking is done to the road to check whether it is a safe or not. So an audit done to the road, whether to check it is a safe or not, is nothing but a road safety audit, guys. I'm saying in my own words. Okay, yes. So now let us go through the original definition. So RSA is a formal safety procedure examination of an existing or future road or intersection by an independent multidisciplinary team, is nothing but a road safety audit. So what I told exactly was written there, right? So in terms of normal definition format, right? Yes. So this is clear, right? Yes. Okay, so it qualitatively estimates and report on potential road safety hazards and identifies opportunities for improvement in the safety for all road users. So basically, to provide safety for each and every user, we will be doing this audit test. So based on the results of audit, like what are the changes that are required informed by the audit team, we will be implementing them. Okay, yes. Okay, so the audit or the auditor or the audit team will generate a report and submit it to the client project manager, who will instruct the design team to change as per the requirements according to the new design if there are any issues. Okay, yes. So basically, the auditor of the road safety auditor will inform the project manager, so who gave the project or the client, so they will be informing the design team to change those things in that way. Okay, yes. So if you ask me for a small example, so assume that there is a curve where there are very frequent of accidents, guys. Okay, so if you show these kind of curves to the road safety audit, they will be saying that okay, so there is a chance here, right? So let us keep some speed breakers here and here. In that situation, always the vehicle which is coming should reduce their speed, right? Yes. So even they will be adding some signs saying that speed breakers and danger prone area, accident prone area, like that, right? Yes. So these kind of things, you can say that they will be informing. Okay, so basically the main goal here is to increase the safety of that travel, guys. Okay, okay. So let us go through some definitions. Okay, so road safety audit, the evaluation of road schemes during the design and construction phase. So that process is nothing but a road safety audit. Okay, so design team, so the group undertaking the various phases of scheme preparation and supervising of construction. So design team, you can say that they are the one who are working for that particular project, guys. Okay, similarly audit team. Okay, so a team of minimum 2 persons or 2 members, they comprise a staff with appropriate level of training and experience. So basically, no one can go and directly analyze the road, guys. Sorry, they need to have some experience and training, right? So that's also mandatory. Okay, so they'll be having experience in road safety engineering as well as the accident investigation and road safety aids, etc. Okay, yes. Similarly, we are also having audit team leader, so the nominated person who is going to be the leader for the whole audit team. Similarly, the design team leader, so who is given or who is taken care of the whole team, right? Yes. So now let us go through the steps. Okay, guys, please concentrate for around 2 minutes. You will be understanding the steps in detail, guys. Okay, yes. So the first step, what we should do, guys, so first of all, you need to have a audit team, right? So select the audit team. Okay, so once you have selected the audit team, then you will be providing them the information, like for this road you need to analyze, for that place you need to analyze. Okay, so you have given the information to them, so provide the background information. Okay, then hold an commencement meeting. So basically just start a meeting with them, so basically on online or any kind of live meeting. So give a call to them or any kind of thing, and you invite them to your place and you just have a talk with them. So here you will be sharing your clear idea about the road, guys. So what are the things that you are thinking, So you'll be informing them, okay, so I think there will be this issue, so this could solve. So like that you will be saying your view on it. Okay, so once you told your view, then you will be giving them all the documents, and you will be sending them to inspect the site. So basically they will be checking now the site, the original site. Okay, so once that checking and everything is done, then they will be writing the audit report. Okay, then you will be placing one more meeting, that is nothing but completion meeting. Okay, then you will write the response, or you will be giving a review, assume in that way, and at the end you will be starting the implementation decisions. So whether to apply it or whether to do again the re-audit, so those things will be decided. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about the flow, right? Yes. So in some examinations they might be asking to write the flow of RSA. So you can write these all steps and you can just explain, guys. So whatever I told, right? So selecting a team is, you'll be selecting a group of people to work on that particular checking, right? So in that way you can write in your own words, guys, because this answer is really easy, right? So let me recall the steps. So first you will be selecting the team to audit, then you will be having you'll be giving the background information, then you will be commencing a meeting, then you will be giving the documents, and then you will be sending them to inspect the site. Okay, and after that you will be asking them to generate the report, then one more meeting, and then the final response, and then you will be starting your implementation, what to do. Okay, yes. So these are all the steps in RSA, or the process of RSA, guys. Okay, so now let us go through stages of a road safety audit. So basically there are two different, guys, steps and stages. Okay, so please concentrate. So the first stage is nothing but during a feasibility study, guys. Okay, so feasibility study. So feasibility study is nothing but, in projects also we do these things. So basically to check whether it is a possible or not. So basically assume that the road safety audit, they told to rise the road, but already the road is constructed properly and it is done recently. So is it a good idea to do it now? So like that you will be considering few factors and you will be doing this feasibility study, guys. Okay, yes. So feasibility study will depends on two factors internally. The first is existing road or new road. So if it is existing road, you will be analyzing the data with respect to past and preparation of a road bridge inventory information. Okay, so you'll be collecting some more information. Okay, and you will be checking some IEIRR checks will be done for the particular project. Okay, similarly for new roads, selection of a design statement. So what is the design which you want to do now? So is it feasible for our particular roadway or the place where we are trying to check? That is nothing but layout of interchanging junctions, etc. Preparation of road or bridge information. So basically you will be checking whether the road is possible or not. Similarly you will be preparing the pavement chart, and EIRR checks will be done. Okay, yes. So these are the steps, and at the end of both you will be submitting the report, guys, of feasibility report, whether to continue or what to do. Okay, yes. So basically I think this is clear, right? So basically you are having existing road and new road. So if it is existing road, you'll be checking everything and you'll be doing some IRR checks, and if it is a new road, you'll be checking whether it is feasible to build there. So is it possible to build there first of all, or else it is not, and you'll be doing some changes in your junctions and all those things, and then at the end you'll be doing some IRR checks again. Okay, so in both the situations, at the end you will be submitting the approval report, and you will be moving on to the next stage. Okay, so the stage 2 is nothing but, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so in stage 2 you will be doing some preliminary design, guys. Okay, so first you will be obtaining the data required for detailed design. So whenever you want to design something, first of all you need to have a clear idea, right? Yes. So hence you will be collecting all the details which are required. Okay, so then you will be starting the detailed design of all the elements. Then you will be obtaining some more additional information for particular final drawings. So basically few information you might be having some confusions, right? Yes. So basically even when you listen to some classes or anywhere, first time only you will not get 100% clarity, right? Yes. So you'll be getting some idea, you'll be building it in your brain, then you will be revisiting the class, so you'll be listening it again, then you will be getting a clear idea, right? Yes. So once you got a clear idea, then you will be preparing for land plans. So basically everywhere the land will not be in a smooth weather, it could be a hilly area, there could be multiple reasons, right? Yes. So you need to consider them all. Okay, and at the end you will be submitting the report on drawings to the next stage. Okay, so this is a simple flow of the preliminary design. Okay, so the step 3 is nothing but completion of a detailed design. So here you made some dummy, you can say some basic design. So now let us make it in detailed way. Okay, check and propose amendments in road design. So basically now you will be checking each and everything carefully, guys, like whether it is allowed by the government to construct in that way or not. Okay, yes. So and all those things you will be deciding, and then you will be showing it to the client to get confirmation from him, is it okay with him? Else it will be an issue if you start working and immediately if he says that this is not required, this is not the plan that I want, if he says like that, that will be an issue. So that is the reason why we will be getting a confirmation from the client. Okay, then we will be estimating the price. So basically whenever you are constructing some kind of roads or any kind of huge projects, it will be costing the government in some crores or lakhs, guys. So that is the reason why it is mandatory to check the estimates. Okay, similarly then you will be submitting the final design and you will be checking some more trends. Okay, and you will be moving on to stage 4. Okay, so during stage 4 is nothing but during the construction stage. This is the construction stage. So what will you check in construction, guys? So you will be adding some transition zones. So basically if there is any kind of construction going on a highway, in that situation you will be finding some vehicles which are parked ahead of that and they will be showing some red flags and all those things, right? Yes, so that is nothing but you need to add work zones and transition zones. Similarly, safety of a workman and safety of road users. So basically you cannot close a highway completely, right? You need to deviate them. So in that situation you need to take care of the safety of the workers as well as the road users, so whoever are traveling on that particular road, right? Yes, similarly we will be checking about the application of road devices, so basically whether they are applied properly or not. Similarly any other parameters will be checking. Okay, and we'll be moving on to the next step. So the next step, stage 5, is nothing but, and the last stage, guys, is nothing but completion of project and pre-opening. Okay, so here you will be checking the visibility and effectiveness of all the traffic control devices. So whether it is appearing, whether you can see properly or not, whether the super elevation is properly or not given properly or not, street lights and any kind of pavement coloring signs, road signs and all those things you will be checking here, guys, whether they are proper or not. So once everything is proper, you will be moving on to the final review. So you will be saying that let us move on to the review, and you will be checking everything and you will be making a detailed completion report and you will be submitting it, guys. And at the end you will be saying that project is completed and you can start the pre-opening of that particular road. Okay, yes. So these are all the steps of a road safety audit, guys. So stages you can say. Okay, so in this lecture we discussed the introduction about road safety audit, then we discussed multiple terminology, then we discussed the flow diagram. I hope everyone remembers it, right? Yes. So we also discussed multiple stages, guys. Just to watch the video once or twice or read the notes once or twice, guys, you can just remember everything, guys. Okay, because it is just a simple flow diagram, right? Yes, like how we do in programming, like flow charts, how we write. So in the same way it is there, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about the checklists for road safety audit, and it is also called as a good code practice, guys. So these are some code practices you can say which we need to follow when we are following the road safety audit. So we'll be discussing in our next lecture, guys. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.